Chairman, thank you very much. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. I want to visit just briefly with Mr. Klein and Mr. Boardman about the Southwest Chief. Let me first of all thank you for your efforts in support of what I consider a useful, valuable route to Kansans and to folks in Colorado and New Mexico. Mr. Klein, you indicated in your testimony a few years ago that the future of the Southwest Chief was in doubt.
Yes, sir.
And I hope that you would soon tell me that something is more optimistic than what you thought a couple years ago. Part of that, I would assume, is that we've been successful in 2 rounds of Tiger grants in support of the Southwest Chief. My understanding, its efficiency is beginning to improve. Safety concerns are being reduced, and presumably good things are happening. And so I just would like you to give me an update on your thoughts, and maybe you did this in some of your testimony. And then, Mr. Boardman, my only question for you is, what's the plan for implementing PTC, positive train control, in regard to the Southwest Chief in that line? Mr. Klein, Mr. Boardman.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yes, Senator Moran, we couldn't have done it without your support, and thank you, because you know, it takes that type of leadership to get everybody on board. And dealing with Matt Allen out of Garden City, and he respects you very much. And
Mr. Klein,
it's
I
been,
don't know you, but thank you very much. I wasn't expecting
yes,
compliment.
you know, I was hoping to meet you, and we, you know, with the Tiger 6 and Tiger 7, and you know, we've reduced $100 million needed of rail improvements down to $38 million, but that's also working with Burlington Northern Santa Fe to increase that. Now, the other $100 million that was needed for the continued maintenance, Burlington Northern Santa Fe has stepped up. You know, state of Kansas, they don't want any money from because of the freight that gets pays for the maintenance of it. And a lot of that in Colorado too, except for a real small sector. And as we move forward, you know, we'll need a Tiger 8, you know, and maybe just a little bit of a Tiger 7, you know, but it depends on, you know, what happens with the gas prices and everything, you know, to see, because, you know, one of the things that I'll start next week is going down into New Mexico and starting to get an applicant for Tiger 8 and to finish off this endeavor. And yes, sir.
Do you expect it to be a problem?
No, sir, because, you know, what I've found is dedicated people in all 3 states, and they want to get this job done, and they've given me the hope that it will be done, and I feel real confident now. And just like when we're talking with the Federal Railroad Administration or any of Amtrak, Burlington Northern, or any of the communities, failure is not an option. We will get this done. And that way we are part of this great nation and connected to this national network. Not only long-distance trains, but also the subways and the bus systems within the cities across this nation.
Thank you for your leadership, sir.
Thank you.
Senator, sorry.
Mr. Boardman.
Senator, I was just checking myself here, but the host railroads are responsible for positive train control on track that we don't either own or control, and that's one of them. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure that particular section requires it under the regulations right this minute. We'll get you a written answer back on that.
And we'll raise that question then with the NSF as well. Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Mr. Klein.